Libras, welcome to your reading for the month of February. For the first 3 weeks, the sun is in your 5th house. So for the first 3 weeks of the month, there's going to be a focus on your creative projects, perhaps, your sexuality, how you're expressing yourself, really focusing on your self-worth and your place in this world, how you take energy in, how you put it out, how visible you are. This is also a house of marriage, and it's supposed to be the happy times, right? Like I kind of think of the 10 of Cups with this house. It's like, what does your happily ever after look like, and what are you doing now to facilitate that? So there's a theme of commitment with this. There's a theme of marriage and children and art, sexuality, again, how you're expressing your life force and how you're recreating yourself in this world, or how you put yourself into this world. You've got quite a few oracles. So the first one is Eagle, Communion. Silent communication, reverence, getting out into nature is going to be really helpful for you. Especially moving into the last week of the month, Libra, the sun will go into your 6th house. So the sun is going to put a focus now at the end of February on your health, your body, your routines, your daily life. So it kind of seems like this month there's something you want to incorporate into your life or facilitate or do more of. And I think that this month will allow you to do those things. This month will allow you to find the places that allow you to readjust. But it could require some meditation or just a quiet moment with something in nature. So looking at the passing clouds or watching the birds fly by. There's some kind of silent understanding as well between you and your higher self, or you and another person. There's just this silent understanding without saying anything. A glance says it all. Lake, stillness. So maybe a lot of you are spending time out in nature, but the silence of this month in February, the Latin root of that word translates to purifying or purification. So look, Green Man synergy and wolf instinct. So you have to go into nature to reconnect with yourself, your wild side, and act more on instinct. Something about, I think, maybe technology or the world, like your work maybe has really been emphasizing technology. You've been removed from the natural part of yourself. You may have had a harder time trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, knowing when to act. I feel like you've been disconnected from yourself, Libra. And February is a month when you can reclaim that, but you are going to have to spend some time in nature. Or if you can't be out in nature, where I live, everything's covered in snow. So I might go for a walk. Maybe it's a little milder out, or sitting with a candle or watching the crow. The crows like to gather at sunset now, so I like to watch them up in the trees and just kind of listen to them calling. And there's something really humbling about that. So reconnecting with nature and getting back in touch with your instinct. The 5th house is very much a house of instinct. So I'm going to put this one right up here, and I'm going to put the others just on top of the deck. Put that back. All right, Libra, we're going to look at specific areas of your life. Something's taking a long time to build, but this could be the point where the walls are up and you're starting to build the roof. The last few stages of the frame. Oops. Maybe this is a message for you, Libra. I don't understand why manufacturers of coasters always make a sticky, once a cold glass has condensation. I've had coasters made of glass, I've had coasters made of wood, and the cup, when it, the condensation forms, it forms a suction to the coaster. So I pick it up with the glass unknowingly, and then it drops to the floor, and sometimes it breaks. The glass ones have. I don't know if you are trying to make something, because I'm getting 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands for you. And So we're putting in the last few stages of some kind of structuring, some kind of skeleton, but it does need to have reinforcement and make sure that it works from a physics perspective, from a practical perspective, with whatever it's interacting with. So make sure that something is that you're actually testing it, like how it would be used realistically. If you're writing a course, maybe testing it from a student's perspective or sending it to a friend. If you're building something, like make sure the materials actually work, that there's not a slippery surface. Something needs to have grip, Libra. It's got to have traction. So when something is too smooth, it can become slippery. Libra, show me home and family for Libra. Home and family. Home and family. Libra. Home and family for February. Home and family. Libra. Home and family. The Magician. So you could be a manager of sorts, a leader. It seems like you've got to take a leadership role where you might be overseeing a lot of people or overseeing some kind of, I don't know, project or event. It seems like there's a strong life force. I don't know if something is coming into the world, if there's a birth of a baby, or someone is achieving something, or they're working on their body. Like someone that you know could be strengthening themselves, getting stronger, healing. Someone could be accessing healing as well, health care. The Magician could be a doctor in that instance, in which case I do see it working positively. If there's something that, in home or in family, if there's some kind of conflict, this is indicating that you have a power of attraction now. You have the power to oversee, but to also maintain your own energy. You're not letting yourself be too affected or get sucked into something. The Magician. So you have the power. You have the power. Somebody could be working, like I'm going to pull love separately. So this is more like where you're living or your extended family, the people who are close to you, right? Your loved ones, and the place you live. This Magician could be someone who is got a very specific skill and is building something, repairing something. Show me more for home and family. Clarify the Magician for home and family. The Emperor. So this could relate to the patriarch of the family, maybe the masculine, the male energy, father, brother, husband. The Emperor. Could be yourself, of course. Like, again, you're in charge here, and there's a need to oversee some kind of operation. And much like I was saying with the Magician, I kind of was getting an Emperor vibe, like overseeing something and organizing things and, putting everything in its right place. You've really got to look at your resources here. This could also be if someone needs help in your family, then this is somebody, I feel like somebody needs help with something. They need access to resources. They need help gathering something. It's like they're building their life or they're rebuilding their life. And so these cards are providing that expanse, that awareness of everyone you can rely on. So you've got a lot of resources. Some of it you can do yourself. Others you need to hire somebody. I'm really feeling like there's a masculine energy that needs, or the divine masculine in the family is healing. It's either a male person or the divine masculine energy, which is about seeing resources and the sense of self-worth, about going into the world and making things happen and building your empire. Being a leader, standing tall, and making things happen. The law of attraction, whatever you need to get for your family or your home, you have the power of attraction this month. It's about organizing. There's like a cleaning and organizing. You want to keep it structured and breathable as well, so you can kind of see everything Maybe this is about organizing particular rooms in your house where you can see everything, nothing's hidden away. And this helps you feel at ease because you see, or you have a greater sense of control when you can see everything. There's something that you want to see. In work, I don't know if you're working with family or if you're working from home, but there's a need to set up a routine, a plan, like something that you can rely on that allows you to be productive. Show me love for Libra. A lot of you could be starting like a studio or a side hustle or something from your home, or looking for a property where you could do that. In love, you've got the Six of Pentacles. So in love, there is something to do with transactions. Give and take. You have to think about what it means to join forces with somebody. I don't know if you and a partner are paying for something, if you're paying for a trip or you're investing in a service, or if someone is helping you financially. But this is not about long term. This is kind of about what's happening now. So this is like short term. Again, it's very transactional. So I think there could also be someone coming back into your life who is not the best. They don't treat you very well. They could be using you. I don't know if there's somebody that you help, or like someone who just shows up kind of when they want to. I don't like the Six of Pentacles in love. It feels transactional again, and it's like there's a reason, like there's an end to this. Like you're a means to an end for somebody. So when this person shows up, you just kind of have to look at why they're not maybe around, or like how much you've already done or how much you have given. Now, love should be unconditional, but with the Six of Pentacles, there are conditions. This is karmic cycles. This is learning about what we get involved with, who we choose to shake hands with, who we choose to exchange energy with. In love, if you're leaving a relationship, this is just fixing up the finances, tying up loose ends, paying any outstanding bills, and going your separate ways. In a perfect love scenario, this could be evening out the finances. Maybe your partner or you, someone's getting some kind of job, they could be helping you, like do a little side hustle again, some kind of project that's pretty fun. Someone is promoting themselves in hopes it will come back to them. So there is kind of this hopefulness with, like, we can sow new seeds with the Six of Pentacles. We can sow new seeds. We can set the intention that what we put out into the world comes back to us. It seems like from home and from love, which is your sense of belonging in this world, your sense of roots, your roots to this world. This month, Libra, are extending into the branches that connect you to the rest of the world. The roots are strong, and this is about connecting to other people for opportunities. You could get a job through a partner, you could be helping them again, like I said, but there is some kind of karmic cycle that needs to be looked at. It doesn't feel like love with the Six of Pentacles. Now we have the Six of Cups. So yeah, there is someone from the past. And I don't know if you're just kind of nostalgic or you're remembering this karmic from the past, but Six of Cups. You're helping someone? You could be helping someone stabilize. This might be where you need to get silent and just look at a plant or watch a candle and just ask the question, and then pay attention to your first instinctual answer. Do I help this person or not? Do I get involved? I think boundaries is going to be important. I think you should also beware spending too much time in the past or idealizing. You could be idealizing somebody. You could be idealizing somebody. On a positive note, though, in love, some of you are planting new seeds. You're starting over. You're starting new cycles. You're making an effort. You could be looking at the past intentionally to reflect on what you do want to repeat and what you don't, because this is the beginning of a new cycle. There does seem to be balance, like day to day there is balance. And that's a message for you in love. Like, you're the sign of equality. And with all this emphasis on Aquarius coming up, I think that, it's going to be Aquarius season, and into March, we've got Pluto going into that sign. So there's an extra emphasis on equality. And day to day it is equal. But just keep in mind, Libra, that life itself is not fully equal. But overall, like roughly speaking, it's equal. It seems like someone's really trying to just help people. I don't know. I'm getting a message that somebody might Are you giving money to help somebody? Is your partner? Do you find out that your partner is giving financial help to someone? Karmic things from the past. There's a reunion of something from the past. Best card. Okay, we need a card for advice for love. Libra, card for advice. If we join our forces, if we join our financial resources together, then we can achieve equality and we can level up in our home life, perhaps. The King of Cups. Yeah, okay, so whatever decisions you've already made, if you've already healed from something, don't let it back into your life. I think there could be some frustration this month about revisiting something that was already decided upon, something we thought was in the past. Somebody could be paying for, someone may need help beyond what you can give, or you do. You need help beyond what your partner can give. We all have a certain toolbox, and once those tools are used, we have to find someone else with more advanced tools. Your home and family life is saying the same. This month, there's someone who has the tools to help, and your job is to get quiet and connect back with your instinct and act on it. Like, don't think or overthink what your instinct is telling you. Instinct is about instant action. Instinct, instant. You might have a quiet moment and then have to jump into action, or you have a sudden inspiration. But again, in love, I think there's someone that needs help. Someone could be asking, again, financial help, emotional help, help recovering from addiction. We're going to see that a lot as Saturn goes into Pisces. I think there's a really nice feeling for a lot of you about, again, I just keep seeing this agreement, like this handshake in love. So you're doing something fun, you're making some kind of financial decision together, and that will help both of you. I think you're going to feel good about this decision. Just trust how you feel. And if that's something you're still trying to decide upon, then go into nature and give yourself that quiet time to just think about it, because this is going to affect you for a while. I do see it's being a good decision, though, with King of Cups. I think you're going to feel really good about that. Once you get past the deliberation phase, once you've made your decision, it'll feel really good. But don't have any guilt about how long it takes you to make that decision. I think people always make fun of Libras for being indecisive. We're not indecisive. We just need to look at all the options and think about things to their conclusion. It's called being logical. You take something to its logical conclusion. If I choose this, this will lead me here. If I choose this path, it could lead here. And then you have to make a decision based on what you see. Show me career and finance. Career and finance. There's a lot of nostalgia though. For some reason, the past. February brings up the past. Again, the month of purification. You've got to cleanse something. So you've got to cleanse it. You've got to cleanse it. And replace it with new information, new ideas, new experiences. Career and finance. Libras. Career and finance. King of Pentacles. So money looks good this month. This could be your boss. This could be somebody who has a proposal, has some business idea. Maybe they're running their own business and they need some help. They need an employee. So no matter what, there's always some kind of opportunity. For those of you running your own business, King of Pentacles is really, you're doing well. But again, in career and finance, this relationship with nature, this need to communicate with nature, maybe working with plants, working with animals, or working with money. But it's very practical. Whatever you're doing, it's about focusing on what's in front of you. I see a lot of comfort. I see pleasure. I see enjoyment. I see a lot of good meals and maybe some business meetings with nice dinners and something a little different. Money looks good. So you're safe, you're stable with this card. Maybe we'll get one more card since we've been getting a second card for all the others. Career and finance for Libra. Smart money moves, and it comes from taking that time. You're going to connect to spirit, and it's going to help you in the real world. Your cards are very rooted in reality, especially in love and career. So the Venusian stuff is very rooted in reality this month, which is interesting because Venus is in Pisces, which can take us to a bit of a dreamy place. But I think Libra is just pushing all that aside and not getting their head in the clouds. Libra is very practical this month. And there is a masculine energy healing. Show me a card for career and finance. Prince of Cups. Instinct. Knowing when to strike. Instinct. I think some of you have reached a really good place where you've got a bit of free time. Don't forget to play this month. Like, the sun is in your 5th house, so don't forget to play. But because you're in such a playful, childlike sort of space, you know, the 6 of Cups could be children. Maybe you're talking about children or saving up for children or something in love, but also because you're in such a childlike place, it's nice because you've still got a handle on reality. So you're really striking a nice balance this month. You can have the fun, but you can also have the success and the responsibility and the achievement. And a sense of results. You're getting results in all areas this month, like really practical results, like the numbers, the clients, the payments, the paycheck or the job. Like, you're getting the results. I just want to caution you, I'm tasting a carrot. Oh, dangling the carrot. I just want to caution you in career that there could be some kind of distraction with the Knight of Cups. Like you might, you're like, oh, I've got the afternoon to myself and I have a plan for what I want to do, but since I've got some extra time, maybe I'll just do this first. And then you kind of go down a rabbit hole. So just be like, you never know where you'll end up when you go down those things, but sometimes they just kind of take you to a different world for a while and you come back disoriented. So just be careful that someone could be dangling a carrot. How will I know this? Okay, death. It's going to feel urgent, like it's now or never. It doesn't have to be now or never. Now there could be a great opportunity that you might have to decide upon, but I don't get that. I get that the King of Pentacles is very solid. You seem to have Scorpio, like you have a lot of Scorpio in your Venus placement. So in love and in career, there's something about Scorpio. You've got the Scorpion, you've got the Death card. Is there a Scorpion attached to your finances or your career somehow? But it's a Scorpio energy, or it feels very intense or all-consuming. You might also be very distracted by a very strong attraction to a coworker or a boss or someone that you're working for or with. I just feel like there's a distraction. There's a very intense attraction. King of Pentacles and Death is like someone could have a bit of a dark appearance. Okay, so in love and in career, Libra, you are getting a message that something's going to try to distract you or come in to like offer you something that might not amount to much. So just don't get distracted, okay? Is there anything else Libra needs to know for the month ahead? Ten of Cups. Happy family. Think about your happily ever after. It could be a good month to vision, like what does my ideal home life look like? What does the ideal family, where do I want to be in a year or at the end of this month? Or like you have some kind of goal that makes you feel fulfilled. It's emotionally fulfilling and it makes you proud and you're connected to everybody. So there's something about like your community, your support, your chosen family or your blood family, connecting with those people and reminding yourself that you are supported. Because when you connect with the people you love, it reminds you of who you are and you're more rooted in yourself, which allows you to, for example, see this distraction for what it could be, or not take opportunities as soon as they're presented, but to take the time to like think about them. You've got a lot of resources. This goes back to home and family. You do have a lot of resources, people you can rely on, people you should be connecting with. Like widening the scope a little bit, widening the lens to just see how much love surrounds you. In love, it looks like somebody's over something, but they're still thinking about it a lot. But there's definitely an effort to do things differently, to help, to be more of an equal. Maybe someone was spending a lot of money on maybe an addiction, or maybe just a hobby or an obsession, and it was costing a lot of money. Because there's a balancing there in the finances. Very determined, very strong family element. Responsibilities could be delegated. Repairing relationships. Wow. This is such a powerful month for you. Repairing relationships. Money looks great. But there is a tendency in career to get kind of swept up in a current, so just be careful of that. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave that there. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll talk to you soon.